Hello everyone, Mark here, Mark's Max Muscle, and we have an interesting comparison today with Nick Walker and himself. This is the 2020 in both cases, the North Americans on this side here, and this is where he earned his pro card. So we're looking at an amateur athlete, which is incredible. Nick Walker. From head to toe, this man packed with muscle, and on the other side here we have the Chicago Pro, his pro debut. I have to say, it wasn't that much time in between, so we're really not going to see leaps and bounds. I mean, today our expectations are so great, but really we're not going to see a whole lot of muscle growth. I do believe he is a few pounds heavier. You look at the midsection, it appears to be a little bit more sucked in, a little bit more cinched in for the North Americans, and maybe a little bit fuller. Tried to go a little bit fuller. His legs maybe a little bit bigger as well for the Chicago Pro. Perhaps a little drier though. So overall, you're not going to really see the leaps and bounds. You're going to have to really wait for a while. But hey, it looks like we do have a bodybuilder on our hands that seems to come in conditioned every single time. So that's good. But that's one pose, guys. Let's go through the ones we do have, and we don't have a front lat spread for the Chicago Pro, and it probably admittedly not the best pose for Nick Walker. He is tilted much more thusly for the Chicago Pro. I like the way he is tilted. He's displaying himself much bigger. It's much better. His legs look better too, guys. It's either the display or the way you're able to you flex your quad as you go into this pose. Either way, he's definitely doing a good job, and the hanging hamstring looks a little bit more pronounced as well. But either way, guys, you're not going to see much of a difference, I don't think, in the musculature. But I do believe he is working on his poses, which is definitely a good thing, guys. Side tricep. This is the way he hits this pose. I got no problem with it. I like this. I like the way he hits this. Small waistline. And like I detected, he is a little bit fuller in the midsection. You can see that. Maybe dieted really strict for a little bit longer for the North Americans. His tricep looks a little bit bigger for the North Americans as well, but that's probably the angle of the shot, the display. The lag still looks a little bit better for this one as well, for the Chicago Pro rather, much like in the side chest department. And unfortunately, like I said, we don't have both of the back shots. We have this rear double bicep, and his stance is a little bit different. You can take a look at the stance of the legs. It looks more, I don't know, professional, I guess. He looks a little bit more polished the way he is posing. But taking nothing away from his North Americans showing here. Just fantastic. Glutes, the conditioning, really hard to tell. It's not that clear of a picture for the North Americans. It's a clearer picture, clear shot for the Chicago Pro. You can clearly see glutes as well. But I believe his buttocks is covered up a little bit with the tights, the little tiny posing trunks for the North Americans. So you really can't see the glutes. I believe he is just as conditioned, though, I think, in both versions. Ab and thigh, and this is one, guys, where I gotta say, Nick Walker, all in all, his physique, he's pretty standard. I mean, he's pretty consistent, I think, as far as his conditioning, the muscle size, nailing this carb up, whatever you do. But I do believe he has improved on the stance and the way he is displaying the poses, especially here in the ab and thigh. Even facially, he looks like you're supposed to be like cool and calm, relaxed in the ab and thigh, and you can see the abs nice, and he's holding his legs at a little bit of a different posture, and it looks like he's just holding and posing and most muscular for the North Americans. So all in all, like I said, I would, speaking as a judge, you're going to go with the guy that can pose better, right? So finish this one off with the most muscular, and this one here, this is a telling tale, guys. Looks like his delts are a whole lot bigger for the North Americans. He's bending over a little bit. Size is hard to get with this one because he is bending over. You can see his abs. His waistline appears to be a little bit shorter for the North Americans, a little bit longer because he's standing up straighter. You have to take all those things into consideration, but after you do, it still looks like he has a bigger set of delts. You see that? Looks like a big monster. What a beast. So really it could depend on if he was working on his delts leading up into the event, or a lot of the times, guys, you let the muscle rest. Say you did a really hard workout on your delts and then let them rest and don't even touch them, and then give them a good pump up, a good, during that day. Because if you do work them too soon before the show, they're not going to be healed up. They're going to be still sore, and they're not going to, Anyway, almost sounds like I know what I'm talking about. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I hope you guys like this comparison anyway. I just wanted to see a little bit of a difference, and I'm going to do another one like this with Rolly Winkler, 2018 versus last year, the 19 Olympia, just to show the difference there, because I do believe he dropped the ball. Anyway, guys, not much of a ball dropping for Nick Walker. Fantastic, both versions. Anyway, guys, that's my 2 cents. Hit thumbs up on the video, subscribe to the channel. Have a great day.